The 7 lost relics of ancient Rome, did they possess divine powers? In the vast and mysterious world of ancient history, Rome stands out not only for its architecture, politics, and conquests, but also for the enigmas left behind by its tales. Among the treasures and objects lost in time, legends arise about extraordinary relics that supposedly possessed powers beyond human understanding. These relics, though shrouded in myth, represent the human desire to control the inexplicable, time, fate, nature, and the cosmos. Today we will explore the 7 lost relics of ancient Rome, legendary objects that fascinate not only historians, but also modern dreamers and adventurers. Dear time travelers and lovers of eternal stories, I am Messalina, and I have a little secret for you. The gods reward those who support their favorite storytellers. If this corner of myths, legends and mysteries has sparked your curiosity, I invite you to follow my channel and activate the bell so you don't miss a single trip through time. And if you want this legacy to grow and continue exploring together the greatness of Rome and beyond, you can leave your offering on PayPal or Patreon. The links are in the description, because even the gods know that any help allows for the forging of eternal works. I promise you that if you do, the gods will bring you peace, prosperity, and perhaps a little touch of fate. Your gestures do not go unnoticed, and my gratitude will be as infinite as time itself. Among these relics stands out the enigmatic Medallion of Time, but each one holds its own mystery. What connection existed between them? Were they divine instruments or the legacy of a lost ancient technology? The Medallion of Time is perhaps the best known and most enigmatic relic. Described in stories as a round piece with a large, bright blue gem surrounded by constantly moving symbols, this object has been interpreted as an artifact capable of opening doors through time. This medallion is said to have been created by a Roman cult dedicated to Mithras, the god of light, time, and spiritual protection. According to ancient texts, those who possessed it could influence critical moments in history. One myth relates that during the reign of Nero, a man appeared at court claiming to be from the future and to be wearing the medallion. Some accounts claim that its power was activated by specific rituals, combining sacred words with the positions of the stars. Others suggest that it responded only to the touch of the one destined to use it, one chosen by the gods or fate. Today, the Medallion of Time remains a popular symbol in modern culture, inspiring stories in books, movies, and video games. But the question remains, did it really exist or is it just a figment of the Roman imagination? The Lance of Longinus has a history steeped in Christian symbolism, but also in Roman mystery. According to tradition, this was the lance that pierced Jesus Christ's side during his crucifixion. Although this event occurred in Judea, the lance is said to have been taken to Rome, where it was kept as a sacred object. During the time of the emperors, the lance was associated with military victories and divine protection. According to chronicles, a Roman general who carried the lance at the head of his army never knew defeat. It is even said that Constantine the Great may have used it during his conversion to Christianity and at the famous Battle of the Milvian Bridge. Some ancient texts suggest that the spear resonated with a similar energy to the medallion. Could the two have been part of a larger set of interconnected relics? The Oracle of Delphi is primarily known as a relic of ancient Greece, but during the Roman period, many of its secrets were brought to Rome. Among them was the so-called Papyrus of Destiny, a manuscript that, according to stories, contained detailed prophecies of future events. A Roman legend suggests that the Medallion of Time was the key to fully deciphering the papyrus predictions. It would have allowed one to not only read the future, but also alter it. Imagine the impact of this on Roman politics. An emperor with the power to shape destiny could have been unstoppable. While this sounds like a fantastic story, it raises an interesting question. How much did the Romans rely on the interpretation of signs and prophecies to make crucial decisions? The Crown of Mithra is a deeply spiritual and esoteric relic. This object, made of pure gold and adorned with gems, bore inscriptions in unknown languages that supposedly revealed cosmic secrets. According to the priests of the Mithras cult, the crown, when combined with the medallion, could open portals to other planes of existence. What could those who used this power have encountered? Were they really gods who inhabited those planes, or something else entirely? Some modern explorers have suggested that the crown might be hidden in the catacombs of Rome, protected by traps and forgotten rituals. Although these claims are not supported by concrete evidence, they keep the fascination for this relic alive. The Ceres tablet, attributed to the goddess of agriculture, guaranteed abundant harvests. However, certain historical interpretations suggest that it contained a darker power, the ability to control the elements. Texts by Pliny the Elder mention that the Medallion of Time could activate the board, triggering rain, storms and even earthquakes. This makes the board not only a tool for farmers, but also a powerful weapon in the wrong hands. The Ring of Saturn is described as a jewel made of celestial iron, a material that some believe came from a meteorite. According to the stories, this ring and the Medallion of Time were part of a set designed to grant its owner absolute control over time. Roman tales tell of an emperor who sought to combine both objects to become immortal. However, these stories end in tragedy, suggesting that absolute power comes at too high a cost. The Mask of Janus, the god of beginnings and endings, represents his characteristic duality. It is said that this mask allowed one to see two alternative paths of history and decide which one to take. In a legend recounted by Tacitus, it is mentioned that the mask required the power of the Medallion of Time to reveal its true potential. This would have allowed its wearer to alter historical events at will, a power as fascinating as it is dangerous. These relics raise fundamental questions about the nature of power and knowledge. Were they truly gifts from the gods or artifacts from a previous civilization whose technology surpasses our understanding? What is clear is that the mystery of the 7 lost hallows lives on. In some forgotten corner of the world, the Medallion of Time could be waiting to be discovered along with its sister relics. These legends may never be fully solved, but that is precisely what makes them so fascinating.